Well, hello everybody, it's the Sildurs here and welcome back to Eternia SMP, the best place on the planet to play Minecraft 1.17 until there's 1.18, and then we'll play on 1.18. So today we are going to work on a huge project. As you can tell by my inventory, that just has glass. It's mostly going to be digging. And we're going to work on my train station finally, and I've been wanting to move you over for a really long time. Can you stay there, please? Checking for creepers because it was night when I logged in. Anyway, I want to work on the train station today. It wasn't what I originally planned on, but I've been working on it a little bit. Ooh, I gotta harvest my wheat for a project, so let's check for creepers. They like to spawn there. Anyway, we're gonna work on the train station a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna complete it, but we're gonna work on it, and then we'll jump back to some other projects and things. But the train station's been on my to-do list forever and ever and ever, and eventually we will connect to the main line, which is being built by Lake, although Lake is having an issue with multiplayer login. But as soon as that gets resolved, because I am hopeful it will, Lake will be back with us, and I assume he'll resume the train main line here. Whoa, we're almost full. We are full. The main line being at -51, I want to say. Anyway, so I want to get the train station done. Do I just throw these in here? Yep. I want to get the train station done because I'm checking for creepers. I don't trust anybody. Because I want to get working on my spur down to the main line, and then maybe I'll help build the main line or something. But I don't want to mess up the pattern. I have so many horses spawning. So anyways, you can see I already started working on the train station. It's going to be a big building, glass on the top and this side. All the rails except one will go out this way, and then they'll just go about their business. I did come up with a super awesome switching system. Very simple, but it works. And I'll be showing you that in a different episode. But we'll have switches around the base with little train stations. So we'll basically just have two tracks. We'll have our local track, which will go around with switches and substations, and then we'll have the main line going out. The local track will actually come in back here too, so it can come from both directions. But that is getting ahead of myself. First, we need to work on the main train station, which I've had in my head for months now. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it exactly to get what I want in my head. Because I want it to look like it's dug into that mountain, but have glass on the side and on top, but then be framed. So in order to frame it, in fact, oh gosh, can we do this safely? In order to frame it, we need to look at it from over here. That's not what I meant. Oh gosh, that's not what I meant at all. Can I jump over here? All right, thank you. In order to frame it, we need to get the cladding done. Is this really where I want it to be? Not really, but we'll stand right here on this block. All right, so what we want to do is we want to get the cladding done, right? We have the cladding done here in this part of the base, and then it's going to have to make its way down to the train station. I do want to have like an in-progress look, like if you remember the Death Star from Star Wars, the in-progress scenes in the prequel. I want it to kind of be like that. I never want this to look totally done ever, but we need to connect this to the station because the station is going to be framed in this stuff. So what I need to do is figure out how I'm going to take the cladding and move it over to the train station. So I think I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back. Ah, that's better. In real life, it's a month later, and I finally got more of my cladding done, and I made it to the train station. And then once I build the train station, I'll decide how much more cladding we're going to do. I'm sure we'll do cladding above it, but I'm not totally sure. Not sure if I'm going to do cladding up my lookout tower. Probably will in the future. I wanted to leave all this like natural and make like a berry farm here, but I might clad that too. I don't know. I do have to clad this side. I keep forgetting to clad that side. I better get on that, huh? Anywho, we cladded it. I started working on the train station a bit more. So we'll fly over here, and I'll show you what my plan is. What my plan is going to be. Actually, I didn't want to fly over there. Most of this I'll build off camera, just because it's faster and easier to do a big project off camera and then work on it. But I'm going to have kind of like a glass dome. I was going to have a glass dome take the shape of the mountain. I still might. Or I was going to have it like an airport terminal, like in Chicago on the terminal for United. It's glass, like half pipe dome, right, where it curves up. There's a set and the curves down. I haven't decided. I kind of like the idea though of the dome matching the mountain, right? So it starts here and works its way up, and then stops here, and then that'll be cladding. I think that's how it's going to be, just because an airplane terminal dome is too predictable. So that's the plan for that. I'm going to dig through pretty far, but there's going to be a stone wall on the other side. I mean, I might make it terracotta, but they'll be solid on the other side. So you have the sense of being in the ground, and then glass dome, and then frame it. That's my plan. Yep, that's my plan. So right now I'm just digging out how far I want it to be. And then the next step will be to work on my glass dome. And then put rails in it. And then I'm going to have 2 rails only, I think. I'm going to have the main rail that leaves. That only goes one direction, which will be that way. Which will be the main line, or my main spur going to the main line. And then I'm going to have another rail that's going to go around my base. I'm going to have some switches. And I have the perfect switch creation that I came up with myself. It doesn't mean other people haven't done it. It's just I came up with it myself without tutorials or looking at what other people are doing. So that's my plan for this. Let me show you quickly where the other rail is going to be once I dig through this next layer of stuff. I wanted to do some of this with you, but like I said, most of it's just going to be off camera because it's faster that way. But I don't just want to be like, I'm building a train station in this episode. Here are 2 updates, and we're done. I don't do the time-lapse thing. Oh yeah, that's not a cave I went through there. Anyway, let's get this finished super fast for this layer. Just to dig on one of these together. There we go. What was I doing? Oh, the rail. So my main rail will be like over there, a couple in, and I'll just go whoop out to the main line. The other one will be local, so it's going to go through here. Around here, there's going to be a switch, and then we'll have a spur going to the park, and then the other coming out through here. I'm not going to spoil what's in between. Then there's going to be a switch back here by the city, and then one way will go out that way to the edge of the base. And then it'll loop back and come here. So through here, it'll go both directions. And then a few more in will be just the main spur. I was going to elevate the main spur, and then dip it down, but I don't want to interrupt all this. So it's going to dip down right away, like right down here. And I don't know why I'm losing my voice. I really don't know what's going on, but sorry. All the more reason to build off camera. So anyway, those are my plans for the 2 rails, and then I might expand on it. Like, I might actually put a switch in over here. I don't know. I chose yellow to outline the station. 1, so it stands out from the mountain. I don't want to be the same mountain color, but 2, because I got yellow in my office here. So that'll tie that in. So anyway, because I'm losing my voice, I'm going to get working on this. I'm going to dig out how wide I want it to be. Then I'm going to do a dome that kind of follows this as best as I can. So what I might actually do is just replace the top layer of, or the exposed layer of stone with glass to keep that same shape. Maybe, but then it dips down here pretty low. I don't know. Because what I do here is I dig out a stone and then I replace it with terracotta, dig out a stone. So this is the same outline as the mountain. I just did cladding over it. And I think it looks amazing. For me anyway, I think it looks awesome. For other people it might be below average, but whatever, for me it's great. So I don't know. I'm going to do a dome, dig that out. And then when I get close to being done, I'll bring you back in. And then for sure you'll be with me when we add the rails. And then another episode will be doing the switches. At least one switch back there. At least one switch over there. I cannot wait to show you my switches. I'm so proud of myself. But anyway, so that's it for right now. It's going to be a quick editing cut for you. But I'll probably see you in another real life month. Hold tight. Wait for the edit. I'll see you in a second. Alright, it is now 3 weeks later in real life. I just checked the date of my previous video file. And it is 3 weeks later. And I'm using different shaders right now. I'm using Sildurs Enhanced Default Fancy. There's 2 new shaders just came out. Well, it used to be enhanced default versions 1.1, 1.12. Now it's 1.13.1, and there's a fancy version and a regular version. I don't quite know the difference. I just know I'm using the fancy version and I'm getting like 35 frames per second instead of like 60. So I'm not sure what's going on. But I'll be going between the 3 of them over time. The regular enhanced default, and then the fast enhanced default, and then the fancy advanced enhanced default. But right now it's raining and I hate the rain. But where was I? Oh, so I laid out where I want, how big I want to make this. So I think my main line coming in and out is actually going to be along here, and then it's going to duck down, go over the water, duck down there, and then go underground from there. Which I've been so tired lately. I haven't felt like digging out because of all the cave systems and things we're going to find, but whatever. We'll grow up here and do it when the time comes. And it'll stop like right here. So it'll come in, stop like right here. That way we can walk behind it, and then the other line that goes around the base will come through here because it's going to go in both directions, right? And I don't want to walk over it. And then I figure we'll have like decorations along this block or 2. So that should give us plenty of room for decorations, the main line coming in and stopping, decorations, and then our local track, our local rail with decorations. Now that I say that out loud though, I'm thinking I might actually want it bigger in here. Let me think about this a second. Now that'll be good. That'll be good. And of course this is going to go all the way up to the top, all the way up, and then we'll later in this episode we will put in a whole bunch of glass block and make it dome shaped or whatever to kind of follow the natural shape of the mountain as it exists now. I think I'm trying to decide if I want to replace block for block. So if I take out a block of stone, then I put in a glass block right away to keep the actual natural shape, or if I just want to shape it myself. Haven't decided. That'll probably be like 3 months from now. This is taking a long time because I just haven't had time to play. My real life is crazy during work, after work, before work. I'm super tired all the time. My fibromyalgia spells have been really bad and debilitating. Then a bunch of other stuff that my family would not appreciate if I mentioned on camera. So it's been rough. I don't have time to play anymore. I used to stay up late at night and play. I'm just too tired. As I record this, we are still on 1.17. But eventually, probably during this episode, you'll hear me say that we switched. And then we will have 1.18 episodes. Alright, I think we're probably coming out. Oh yeah, there's going to be a hole here too. Yeah, this is that cave system that already lit up. And we'll just fill it into something for now while I dig this out to keep it flat. But well, we don't really care about this too much. We'll do something to make it look more natural later, but for right now, let's just do this until we decide how we're going to handle this. And I totally forgot to tell you what this other line is going to do. I'll tell you when I get out here. I'm going to tell you how this is going to be sent out. So I already told you that the one line is going to go down, skim the water, go down underground there. This line is going to come out like this, stay up on like piers or whatever. Oh, sorry, buddy. And then turn left to go around the mountain where it's going to have a big switch that I cannot wait to show you my switch design that I came up with. And then the track will split, but all above ground. I just can't wait. I'm so excited to show you. So what we need to decide right now is if we want to make this bigger. I don't really want to get too far. Well, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go all the way to here. So you know what? I'm going to go all the way to here and dig this out. And then someday, in a couple months, when this is all dug out, I will show you, and then we'll work on the roof, and then we'll probably be done with the episode because we're going to lay rail in a different episode from this one. So let me work on this for another couple weeks. Like, you know, I'm not kidding. And I will see you in a quick cut when I get this done. As I finish here, I realize that I think my train station is too big. And I don't know what to do about it yet. So once we finish this and then sleep in a moment here, we will have a look at it. And I'm really confused because my frame rates were really high, and then I hit record and now my frame rates dropped. And normally my recording with Bandicam has 0 impact on my frames, like 0. But for some reason at this moment it did something weird. Anyway, sorry, I'm trying way too hard to concentrate here and talk at the same time because I'm watching the sun go down. I also noticed that these new shaders are ridiculously amazing. I don't know how well it comes across for you, whatever device you're viewing on. Yes, I do know I have glass there. But these shaders are absolutely insane. I can't articulate why. Maybe this will be okay, because by the time we get the rail in, a fence, more seating and decorations, and then another rail in. I think I'll put the other rail in on this line here. This will be the next rail, I think. And then we'll have the fence, which will run along. We'll have fence on both sides. And then fence and then some decorations here. The morning sun with these shaders, just everything with these shaders is ridiculous. The colors are a little bold, like super, well, not super bold, but kind of cartoonish, where sometimes I like things to be a little washed out. It looks more realistic with like haze, but for the most part, these Sildurs enhanced default fancy 1.13.3 or whatever are freaking amazing. Alright, there we go. So we'll close off the station here, which means we need our yellow. Let's see, boom, boom, boom. This will be fences and gates with the detector rails. Remember how I do those? Detector rails will open up the gate. It's pretty dang cool if you ask me. This is going to be an interesting shape out here, isn't it? But I want it to be like that, so we'll figure that out in a second. And then, so this line will dump straight down, well, right after the gate. It'll dump down, ride across, skip across the water. Well, maybe if it, oh, look at their stuff coming out over there. Hey, buddy. Maybe it'll make it underwater before there. Anyway, it's going to dive down. And then this one will come out on piers or pillars or, I can't remember what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them over there. Oh no, it's the same guy, I bet. Whoa, I haven't missed it in a long time. Wow, I need to practice. There we go. Okay, I just did this entire segment and didn't record it, which is very unusual for me. I haven't screwed up like that in a long time. Oh, it's nighttime, and then I'll talk about what I did. Bummer. I actually had some interesting work process to do that. Bummer. Too bad I missed it. Anyway, let me sleep quick and then I'll tell you what I did while I wasn't recording. Alright, it's the next day in the... Well, not the next day in the game. It's 100 days later in the game because it's 3 days later in real life. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Every cut is a new real life day. So, trying to figure out what we're going to do here. Obviously, this is going to get... we better watch for creepers because it was just nighttime. Can I reach that? Oh, yeah, there we go. It was nighttime when I joined, so. And nobody's on with us. Alright, so what are we doing? Okay, so, a couple days ago a couple real life days ago, I said that I did a bunch of work and I didn't record it. So I want to, fill you in what I did. So, I had this glass and then curved back with blocks and then smooth glass all the way over there. And it just looked terrible, so I straightened it out a little bit, which I didn't want it straight at first, but I think with the dome on top, this part will be okay. I think that's going to be okay. We talked about what we're going to do here with the rails and what we're going to do inside, which would be a different video, but we got to keep working on this video. I don't know how long it's going to be by the time I splice all the parts together. Probably longer than I think. But can we take care of this? There we go. Can we put some stuff in here? Really? I can't cut it, but I guess I can do that. I'm nervous we're going to get a monster sneaking up on us from when it was nighttime. Any creepers chilling like villains? No. Okay. So we're building the frame. We're going to do the glass dome. That'll be the episode, but that's a ways away yet. We still have a lot to do before we call an episode. And then we will come inside here and finish the walls and the rails and the interior decorations in a different video. So we got to keep going. I think I keep hearing things. And I think I'm probably saying those things over and over in every segment, aren't I? Because I don't remember what I've said, and I don't know what I've cut out. So I'm probably repeating myself a lot. Okay, we want this to meet up here. All right, we want this to come here like this for sure. Something going to meet us on top. Man, I am on edge. I am on edge. Okay, let's see here. It must be like this. Has to be like that. Think I can make it? Yeah, I can make it. What's up here anyway? Anything scary? Probably. I wanted to drop down. Okay, right here. There it is. All right, let's quickly build this across. My S's are whistling again. I think they were whistling a couple weeks ago in a previous segment. Okay, we have enough. Okay, so this will be glass up here. We're going to come back up here in a minute and dig that up. But that's going to be our general frame. I know it's pretty square up here, isn't it? I guess it'll be fine. You're going to be coming in. You'll be underground. All of a sudden, you're going to pop up above ground and be like, whoa, there's a train station here. That looks, from this angle, it looks way bigger than my base, doesn't it? So you're not going to have a grand entry. Originally, my plan was to have an elevated train system coming in so you can see the base and the landscape on the way up, but I think we'll take care of that with a local track, right? That's the plan. That's the reason for the local track. Just to see everything. There we go. All right. Okay, so I think we're ready to do the dome, and then that'll be the episode. But like I said, that's still a couple hours of work. So let me dig all of this out, and then we'll build a dome. Because like I said, I was trying to decide, I think I said this a couple weeks ago, or for you a couple minutes ago, I was trying to decide if I want to put glass on top of this, make a replacement, block glass, so exactly the same. But I think I'm just going to dig it all out and I'm going to level it and then come back and do a dome that blends into there. Haven't decided if I want to go a symmetrical dome like an airport terminal with the curved top, or if I want to make it all mountainy. I think I'm going to make it all mountainy. Alright, we're painting ourselves into a corner, and we're going to be done digging this out in just a moment here. I just want to make sure I don't walk off the edge. Have to be careful about that. And then we'll start putting our glass up. It is the same day as the previous cut and recording, so it's not a week later or anything. I'm just being quiet because my wife is talking to her parents on the phone in the other room. And there we go. Boom. All right. So I'm going to take this down as well. I think I lose half my scaffolding down there. I don't know where it went. Alrighty. So now that it's all open, it doesn't quite look as big as I thought. So that's good. So my thought is that this will be this wall, this section cut out here. This will actually be filled in with something, either the cladding from the main part of the base or the train station cladding, or maybe a little bit train station cladding squared off, and then the white and brown cladding up there. Like that would be white, that would be brown. I don't know yet, but it's set back one because it's going to be filled in there. And then this here, oh, there's my scaffolding up there. This here I might fill in with something, even though it's indented one. We'll see. We will see. Getting a step ahead of myself here. I just want my scaffolding back. Thank you. Alrighty. I didn't use scaffolding to get my scaffolding. Okay, what are we going to do? Now we're going to work on the glass dome. I think what I might need to do is work backwards. Right where I start there, how high I want and work my way down, or should I start here and work my way up? Let's see. First of all, let's fill this in. There we go. Maybe I'll start this way, working my way up, and wherever it ends up is where it ends up, and then I'll fill in the cladding there and figure out what we're going to do on the side there, because I'm not going to leave it open here. It's open by one. I'm not going to leave it that way. Alright, so let's see here. Let's get some glass going here. Again, I'm trying to be quiet because my wife is on the phone right on the other side of me. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. How about this? There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get out of my own way and I can't. Okay, so I think we're going to start up one right off the bat. I think. I don't even think we're going to be level for any amount of time. So let's just go like this. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be completely uneven. See how this is set back one here? This is going to be filled in with something. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. What we need to do is we have to raise it, but not every block and not all at the same time. Right, so I kind of want to raise it that direction and that direction at the same time, if that makes sense. What I'm going to do is try this. And I do have more glass cooking. So let's do, first of all, we need a border. Whoops. And then, oh no, lost some glass. Glass is not that precious, even though I act like it is. Let's see. Let's just do that for right now. Alright, so as I climb going over that way, what I'm going to do here, because this is pretty flat, and this is naturally flat. I didn't flatten this out at any point in time. This has just always been this way. That's kind of weird. Whatever's going on here. So I got to figure out, do I want to just keep raising this and then come back and terraform this to match? I think that might be what I end up doing, is actually terraforming this to blend in with my drain station. Or no, that's what we'll do. Oh boy, let's get to bed. It's gonna storm now, which means monsters will come. This isn't just rain. See the spider and the zombie. Oh, here they come. Here they come. They're coming to get me. Alright. Yep, here it comes. Open GL here. I wonder what that was. Alright, so turn up, dude. See you later. Because that just reminded me of my original plan, was to have glass where you can see. Oh, I should have brought more dirt with me. Where like when you're down in the train station, you can actually see the glass over there. So that's what we'll do for that part. Already I got the glass finished, and I think it's actually going to turn out okay. Of course, there's an opening here because that's where the cladding has to go once I decide what to do. And then it's going to be straight up glass there, which originally in my mind, I think I was going to have it glass all the way down to the yellow. I think that's why I dug it out. But then you wouldn't be able to see anything other than the mountainside. But maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea either, though, if you only saw the mountainside. But then if you run around out here, the problem would be you would just see, it'd be like this big gap right here, and then you'd see the glass, right? Because I would cut all this out, there'd be a big gap, and of course this has to have something under here. That can't just be glass down to that. I don't know. Details yet to come. Anyway, that I think is going to wrap up the episode, because I've been recording this. I started recording this before Thanksgiving. And, well, let's get some screenshots here. Yeah, so that's how long this took me to get this far. So in the next episode, we'll do the decoration. So we'll do the cladding on the north side, figure out what I'm going to do on the west side, and then decorations and start my tracks. So that'll be another big episode. That'll probably be recorded and spliced together. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I'm gonna not take a break, maybe take a nap, and then start recording the next one. Whoops, hang on, wait a second. We forgot one important thing, and that was to see what it looks like from out here. Oh, that looks terrible. That looks absolutely hideous. Well, okay. That's still gonna be another episode. I'm going to fix this off camera. It looks cool when you're up there, but I'm gonna fix it off camera. And then, oh, how disappointing. Fix it off camera. And then start the next episode where we do the inside, like I said. But holy crap. That is really disappointing. If you want to join me for more disappointment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.